not to wake the kids.
Now, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, is a 1986 horror movie that tells the story of how Jason Voorhees comes back from the dead to continue killing a new group of camp counselors. Now it's up to escaped mental patient Tommy Jarvis to put an end to him once and for all. So, why should you watch this movie? Reason number one, Jason is risen. Now yes, Jason is brought back by God. Now, I don't understand the dynamics or the science of that, but it appears that if you put a metal rod inside the body of Jason,
oh shit,
and the lightning strikes that rod, it will jumpstart Jason's heart, and you better pray that you are right with God, because Jason is going to sing you to him very soon. And indeed, that's what happens in this movie. And all of the people he kills, his first victim is Arnold Horshack. I mean, he kills a sweat hog. Reason number two, Tommy Jarvis.
Didn't have to come, Oz. This is between me and Jason.
Now, if there's one man to blame for the most deaths in this movie, it's Tommy.
All you need to know is Jason's dead, right? Seeing his corpse ain't gonna stop the hallucinations.
Now, prior to this movie, I was always Team Tommy, and I felt that he had what it takes to take Jason down. But Tommy has now become paranoid, and after escaping from a mental institution, his primary goal is to prevent what he actually causes.
Seeing it won't, but destroying it will. Jason belongs in hell, and I'm gonna see he gets there.
Yes, it's Tommy who digs Jason's corpse up and sticks a metal rod in his chest, repeatedly stabbing him. And you know, he wants to make sure Jason is dead, but the psychotic Tommy leaves the metal pole buried in Jason's corpse, and God does what God does. Reason number three, another day at the office. Now there's an old adage that goes, let sleeping dogs lie. And in this case, Tommy should have taken that advice. By unwittingly resurrecting Jason, as you can expect, Jason goes on a bloody rampage. And it's more the same with Mrs. Voorhees' baby boy. Hey! He's stabbing people, ripping their limbs off, cutting them into pieces, and in typical Jason fashion, he's making people get dead. But something is different. This isn't the same Jason that Tommy killed twice. You see, the first time Tommy killed Jason, Jason was mostly human. I mean, he was still a hulking beast, but he could die by conventional means. And the second time Tommy killed Jason, it was a crazy Roy Burns dressed up as Jason. But now that Jason is a reanimated corpse, anyone who crosses his path is
Dead meat.
But not only that, but
Real dead meat.
reason number four, Sheriff Garris.
Don't shoot, please. You in show business, kid? You sure know how to make an entrance.
Now, Sheriff Michael Garris, who in this movie acts more like Deputy Barney Fife, is the local law officer who is bombarded with crazy claims that Jason Voorhees is alive.
Jason is alive. We dug up his body. I was gonna cremate it.
And he's going to kill people. Now, at first, you can understand him not wanting to believe Tommy, who is an escaped mental patient.
If the institution ever found out about this, they would haul our butts back in and straitjacket them.
I mean, you can understand him not wanting his daughter to hang with a potentially dangerous mental patient. But where I draw the line is when people start dying, just as Tommy said they would, you think he'd be quicker to listen to Tommy that someone is out there killing, even if you believe that it isn't Jason.
Listen to me. I'm sorry about what happened to you and your folks years ago, but no one in Forest Green wants to be reminded of what that maniac did here.
But Sheriff Garris suspects that Tommy is the one behind all the killings of the locals. And I know you might say, but it's logical to think that an escaped mental patient would be doing this. But no. Once it becomes obvious that Tommy was with his daughter and he couldn't have been the one committing the murders, Garris refused to listen to Tommy and still points the finger at Tommy. Now, I understand that cops aren't the smartest in horror, but this is going way too far.
You better get the hell down here. I found what's left of those counselors, and it looks like someone did them in using Jason's old M.O.
Reason number 5, Jason versus Tommy, Part 3.
Hey! Asshole! It's me, you won't remember? Come on!
Now, to be fair, this movie is essentially a Jason versus Tommy rematch. And in this case, you'd think that this was probably getting boring, but no, this is the rematch we've all been waiting for. You see, you have the real Jason versus an adult Tommy Jarvis, and it lives up to the hype. I mean, this movie sort of does a WWE thing. You know, they give Jason a lot of jobbers to sort of beat up on and give him a new power of invisibility. Just so they can raise the stakes for he and Tommy's final showdown. And this matchup doesn't disappoint. Because Tommy, up until this point, tried to tell everyone about Jason and no one would listen to him. So when they finally fight, Tommy's ready to do whatever it takes to stop him. Now in the end, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, is a lot of fun. And as I said previously, whenever the premise of the film is Jason versus someone else, the movies are much better. And in this movie, they build Jason up as to be unstoppable. And this is actually the first movie in which Jason is now a zombie. So, the undead zombie Jason is born. And I have to give props to the writers and also to CJ Graham, who plays one intimidating looking Jason. I mean, he's built like a pro wrestler in this movie. And plus, the premise is a lot of fun. I mean, just imagine a Jason movie where people are being killed, but the cops don't think that it's Jason. They're pointing the finger at someone else. And this movie allowed Jason to sort of run roughshod over the entire area of Camp Forest Green. And I must say, this is one of the best entries in the franchise, and one that I highly recommend.
This is great!
And until next time, when CEDtalks horror.
Guys! Help!
Now this video is sponsored by my Patreon supporters. Thank you for your support, and God bless. The Rewind. The Rewind is our exclusive membership section. And by joining the Rewind, you'll receive exclusive content not found anywhere else. You'll receive early releases, video shoutouts, behind the scenes footage and photos, unreleased and unedited kill scenes that we can't show you on YouTube, plus special commentary from yours truly, CEDtalks. So join the Rewind today by clicking the link in the descriptions and in the pinned comments.